Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner Cross Stitch and welcome to FlossTube number 43. If you haven't joined me before, this is a channel about cross stitch and my cross stitch shop, my online shop. So welcome if you're a new viewer. It's been forever since my last video. I apologize for that. But we have been using our new camper. We have gone on 3 different trips so far. 2 short ones. 2 of them were just to a local campsite about a half hour, 35 minutes away to practice and make lists of everything that we needed for the camper. And then this last week we went about 2 hours away to Lake Red Rock and stayed in a county park there, and they have a beautiful bike trail. And we did that. We ended up coming home a day early or a night early, kind of early evening, because it was so hot. We got up the last day we were there and went for a walk at 9 o'clock in the morning, and the heat index was already 95. So it was just too hot to do anything, extremely humid. So we spent the day, we shopped a little bit in Pella, Iowa. Best bakery ever there. They have these pastries called Dutch letters, and they're in the shape of an S, and they have almond flavoring in them. They are so good. So I actually went there twice while we were camping there. And then we got home like at 7 o'clock at night. So we had a great time. Wish it wasn't so hot, but that's part of Iowa summers. Lots to go over today. I'm going to kind of keep it short because I have a walkthrough of our RV. I had quite a few people who said, yes, please show us your new RV. So that's at the end. That'll be the very last thing. So you can skip that if you don't want to see it. Let's start out with Stitchy Mail. First of all, I got this beautiful cross stitch purse. It says Buzz. And this is from my online friend Helen D. And she has a FlossTube channel. I'll post a link to that below. She posts about every 2 weeks, and she is just a prolific stitcher and a prolific finisher, and she finishes almost everything herself. And we kind of have an arrangement every once in a while. I send her some giveaways, and she just says, here's a giveaway from Cobweb Corner, and we've just kind of gotten to be online friends, which is awesome. And I got this in the mail and I just love it. Isn't it gorgeous? So thank you, Helen D. It was so nice to get that in the mail. I've had a few things going wrong with my website lately. PayPal all of a sudden decided to stop working, and they're trying to talk me into upgrading my site, which means downtime and a lot of redoing of specialty things. And so things have been kind of not working right every once in a while, and I've had some really upset customers and some pretty angry emails and stuff. So it's and I understand the frustration when you try to go in and place an order and things don't go right. But you know, people can be pretty nasty, and so you know, you're like, why am I even doing this? But then you get something like that in the mail. And then I've also had like 2 emails from customers who are very appreciative and very thankful of our quick service and stuff like that. So you know, it balances out, and it actually leans heavier in the people are super nice arena. But just remember, you know, if things aren't going right, it's frustrating for the shop owners too. You know, we're losing business. If a payment doesn't go through or you can't finish your order, then you're probably not going to come back to our shop, especially if you're a first-time customer. And so it's really frustrating for us. And I think we have it figured out, but I do have to upgrade my site, and I'll have a video on that sometime about what's involved. I need to do it. It's going to cost me quite a bit of money, and I probably will have some downtime while I try to implement it. So it's just like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go through it. And things will look a little different, but hopefully it'll be better in the long run. So other Stitchy Mail. So I've talked to you before about the Colorful series by Kitty and Me Designs, and we have a stitch along for that. And the designer, Pamela Kellogg, made an exclusive design, Cobweb, for Cobweb Corner. You can only buy this chart at Cobweb Corner. Well, she's also made a couple of exclusive designs for some other shops, and I don't have the names of the shops here, but the shops will be put down below. I apologize, I didn't write down notes before my video this time, which obviously I should have, but I will put links to where you can get these other two exclusive designs. There are more, but these two owners contacted me and said, hey, I also have an exclusive design. Would you like to do a trade? So I got these in the mail this week, and this is gingerbread, and this one's beautiful, sapphire. So you can't buy those at Cobweb Corner. You can only buy those at the shops that Pamela designed these for, and I'm sorry, I don't have it. I'll either put it in text, I'll put it down below, and I'll try to also insert it in text here. But so I got those in the mail, and I sent mine off to them, so hopefully they have Cobweb. So I'm really excited about that. And along with the colorful series, Pamela also released new designs. So I think there's, let's see, 5 or 6 new designs here. So she released shortcake and applejack. And look at this, her first lion, Leopold, colorful lion. Isn't that amazing? I just absolutely love that. And then another new one is Liberty. And I'll be getting the stars in for that. And then we have Ladybug. I love the dark reds in this. These designs are just amazing. And Bumblebee. And for those two, I do have, each one calls for 2 buttons. I've got the Bumblebee buttons for the Bumblebee chart, and I've got the Ladybug buttons for the Ladybug chart. And I'll be ordering all of the other buttons. So we do have a stitch along, and I don't know how many designs. There's got to be 20, 25 designs in the colorful series. And our stitch along is called Colorful Sal. I'll put the link below. It's on Facebook, and if you join, you can stitch any of the designs in the colorful series you want. There's an eagle, there's bunnies, butterflies, owls, cats, and now a lion. So the giveaway this week is going to be your choice of any of the colorful charts, and if you win, I'll send you a link to where you can choose. You can choose from anything I have in stock at that time in the colorful series. So if you're interested in that giveaway, just use the word colorful in a sentence. You can either just say, I want to stitch a colorful chart, or you can make up a word that has the word color, or a sentence that has the word colorful in it. We have a lot of members, and it's really fun. The stitch along is really fun because people are stitching so many different charts from the series, so you get, and they're stitching them on different fabrics and stuff, so you get to see a lot. In fact, I'm working on rainbow, and I've made quite a bit of progress since my last video. Pretty much all of this is done here is new, so I'm getting pretty close to done. The only thing I'm disappointed with in this chart is the ears are really light, so they don't show up. I do still have a dark outline kind of stitch to put in, but had I realized how light it was going to be on this fabric, I think I would have used a different color for the ears. And then I still have a little bit of stitching on the colors here, down in here, and then I have a lot of Krynic to put in. I think this one calls for a gold Krynic. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But she's really, and aren't her eyes just amazing? It's just, oh. And this is my COVID piece that I'm stitching, that will be my remembrance for isolation time in COVID. And it's also Pamela Kellogg's Colorful Kitty Rainbow COVID piece. And basically it's a piece to remind us that every storm ends eventually. So you can use it for a lot of different things, not just COVID, to remind you that, you know, hard times do end eventually. So I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful design. So I think that's it for Stitchy Mail, for personal Stitchy Mail. And thanks again to Helen for that beautiful pillow. I just love it. Other stitching for me, I started Miss Peepers. And here's the finished, what it will look like. and I got quite a bit done. I went ahead and chose, I'm using 28 count lamb's wool, and I'm stitching 1/1. So I don't have too much more to go. I've got the word Peepers down here, and then her little book, and the rest of the big leaf here, and then that'll be done. So I'm really excited about this. And that was our giveaway for last video, was Miss Peeper, and the winner for that is Susan Wagner. And Susan, I have your address, and I will get your Miss Peepers chart sent out to you. So we had 29 comments last time, so a lot of people were interested in that. And when I'm done, I want to get Miss Peepers done, because I want to get back to another stitch along that we're hosting, and that is the Songbirds Garden stitch along. And I'm stitching Bluebird of Happiness, and I want to get back to that. I've made a ton of mistakes. Oops, sorry. I've made a ton of mistakes in this. Like, there's a lost row in my house and stuff, but I'm just making up for it as I go and adjusting. So I would like to get back to that and get that finished. It's going to be really neat when it's done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to skip the business section and go right into some inventory of some new charts that we got in. I have a ton of new inventory, and it's been so long since my last video that I just kind of picked and choose some of the brand new releases and some things that I really like that are new to Cobweb Corner. And then I'll just post the RV walkthrough at the end. So inventory, we've got Beautiful Things by Lindy Stitches. This is a brand new release, and it says, "Oh my darling, it's true. Beautiful things have dents and scratches too." And Stephanie Webb is the designer, and she does a lot of charts reminding us that we're all special, and we're, nobody's perfect, we're all special, that kind of thing. So I love her charts. I love the little bird sitting in here, and this blue kind of periwinkle flower here, and then this like wrought iron fence, just really unique touches. So that's brand new. And then another one by Lindy Stitches is Cut Your Thistles, and it says, "Cut your thistles before St. John, or you will have 2 instead of 1." Okay, then I got some new charts in, new to Cobweb Corner, from one of my suppliers is Dinky Dyes, and the ones I'm going to show you now are Tempting Tangles designs, and they all have optional Dinky Dyes silk floss packs. So one of the things is, if you're having trouble finding floss, we have a number of charts on our site that we have the floss packs for. And the floss packs are a great way to try different kinds of floss without sometimes it's kind of a big investment depending on how many colors, but there are some with just a few colors. So if you've never stitched with Dinky Dyes silks, you can try some that, maybe the floss pack is only $15. But the ones I'm going to show you now, we do, at the time of this video, have the floss packs in stock. So this one is called, these are from Tempting Tangles, and this one's called Catch the Wind, and it says, "Throw off the bowline, sail away from a safe harbor, catch the wind in your sails." Oops. And that one has a floss pack. And then this one I bought because it reminds me of my time when we lived in France. It's called Quakers in France, and it's also by Tempting Tangles, and we have the floss pack for that, I believe. And it's got all kinds of symbols from France. It's got the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, Notre Dame, mountains. It's wine barrel, horses with wine barrels. So that's really cool, and it's got beautiful colors. Let's see, here's another one. Another one by Tempting Tangles is North Pole Welcome, and we have the floss pack for that. It's kind of a Danish look on Santa. It's got all the reindeer up here in the sky, Mr. and Mrs. Claus. It's got a windmill. It's got the elves in the sleigh. Lots of bright colors. It's really unique. And then we've got Persuasion by Tempting Tangles, And this is a Jane Austen quote. It says, "There is nothing like staying at home for real comfort," which is especially meaning in this time where everybody's staying at home. It's like, just make yourself comfortable, be home, stitch, and we'll get through this. And it's got some of her books, Emma, Persuasion, and Sense and Sensibility. And another one by Tempting Tangles, "My Own Sweet Home, be it ever so humble, there's no place like home." And I love the blues in this one. Okay, then I got also from my Dinky Dies order, I got some more long dog samplers. This one is "Do Different, let not mercy and truth forsake thee, bind them by thy neck, write them on the tablet of your heart," Proverbs 3:3. And they don't really call out, you know, they'll give the color that this is stitched in, but you can stitch in any color you want, and a lot of people use variegated threads, and they're just beautiful. So if you go online and look for images of finished long dog samplers, I don't know why I can't say that, long dog samplers, you'll see all different ideas for colors to use. But I love that one. And then this one is Epistle, called Epistle. It's "Stir into flame the gift which is you." And I've just been really drawn to charts lately that emphasize our uniqueness and the fact that, hey, we're pretty good the way we are. This one I love. This one's called Dilemma. And what it does is it gives you, let's see, 16 designs with 9 squares to stitch them in. Of course, you can stitch them individually, but to finish it, you have to choose which of the 16 designs you want to use. I'll try to get that a little closer. You've got lions, dragons, a knight on a horse, a wolf, a bear, a bird, an eagle, a pig, a castle. But isn't that neat? So everybody who finishes this, it's going to be different because they'll choose their combination of the 9 designs that meet their personality, and they'll position them differently. So I just think that's the coolest idea. That one's called Dilemma. And then the Templar Prophecy, also by Long Dog Samplers. And I like this because it's got the dragons and the knights and all that kind of stuff in it. And it's got a really unique border. Okay, then some other new ones that I got in from With Thy Needle and Thread is Baltimore Salt Box. And you know, here's a little business topic. I don't know what's happened, but I can't get With Thy Needle and Thread charts anymore. And I've looked at some other online sites, and they're out of stock of all the new ones too. And I've written the only supplier that I can order With Thy Needle and Thread from is Hoffman Distributors. And I have emailed them 3 times and said, "Are you no longer selling With Thy Needle and Thread?" And they said, "No, we're still selling, you know, we're just out of stock right now." But they've taken off like all of the new charts, like I Collect, and some brand new releases aren't on their site anymore. So I've tried to get hold of Brenda Gervais, and I have tried to contact her 3 or 4 different ways, and she's not replying to my emails or my direct messages. So I don't know what's going on. I would love to buy from Brenda directly and offer more of her charts in my shop. If anybody has any insight as to what's going on, Hoffman did tell me that we're just waiting for them to get in stock, but that's been weeks. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm really bummed because I love Brenda's designs and I want to offer them in my shop. So if you have any input, either email me or post a comment below, but we have that one in stock. Then I have a new designer to Cobweb Corner. It's called Serenita de Campagna, and her charts are really, it's by Cecilia Vota, and this is my favorite of hers. It's called Halloween. Isn't that amazing? I love this chart. It's just so kind of like what's that Tim Burton show, Nightmare Christmas or whatever that is. I'm not saying it right, but I love that. And then she has a series of a seasonal series. This is winter, and there is spring and autumn. I really like autumn. I love the way she made her dress into leaves at the bottom. And there's summer. And then another one by Nita de Campagna is Albarelli, which I can't remember. What does that mean? I can't remember the translation, but it's trees by season, a tree by season. Well, I guess it would be, I don't know if it would be a tree or multiple trees, because I don't know why these would be different here. These are fall, winter, fall, summer, spring and summer. What does it say here? Oh, it's in, this is summer here. So those are real, I like those where they show the seasons. Then brand new designs by Teresa Colgate, just released. One of them I'm out of stock of. It's Snarky Cat, adorable, and I need to order more of those. It's hard with Teresa Colgate's designs because you can only as a shop, I can only buy directly from her, and when you only run out of one design of a designer, then you don't want to really put an order in because you got to pay like $10 shipping. So you know, unless I have a large order, then sometimes things sit as out of stock for quite a while, where if they're available through Hoffman or Witchelt or Yarn Tree, then when I run out of just one design, I just include that with my order, for my large order for other things, and I'm ordering from them almost every week. So it gets a little hard, but obviously it's way better for the designer when you buy directly from them. But I do still have brand new release, Fabulous Monsters, and this is Groovy Gary and Frightened Fred. Aren't they hilarious? And her brand new sampler, which is absolutely amazing, Land That I Love. Isn't that gorgeous? She just started doing samplers this year. Her normal style is folk art designs, and she's just absolutely fabulous at samplers. I love the deeper reds that she used and all the details. I love that this is kind of red, white, and blue worked in here, and the bird here on the basket of flowers. That is just gorgeous. I think that's it for brand new designs, but I did increase our inventory for carriage house samplings, and I want to show you some of my favorites are stockings. So this is Quaker stocking. So these aren't necessarily brand new designs, they're just new to Cobweb Corner. Quaker stocking and Pennsylvania German stocking. Isn't that gorgeous? This is a friendship sampler, and you can use, this one has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many different, at least 20 names there. And you can either stitch it as it's shown, or you can insert the names of your own friends and family by each heart. And then you can include any kind of trinket. This is a little lock of hair, but you could include a charm, a photo, leave it blank, stitch a little motif, do whatever you want in the center. But that's a great chart that you can personalize yourself. And Virtuous Woman stocking. Look at the detail down here. The woman is standing under a willow tree. She's got a butterfly net, and then is a brook with fish in it. Isn't that neat? And then I have the Sarah Spur sampler. And then here's another one that I love, the Noah's stocking. And it's got Noah real big up here at top. It's got the ark, and then it has all kinds of animals down here. Isn't that cool? Primitive stocking. Truth and virtue stocking. This one also is just amazing. I would love to see these stitched. And then back in stock, some of my favorites by Carriage House Samplings, Cat's Eyes. I've been trying to get this in stock for a long time. It is so unique. It's got all the different kitty eyes sticking out. Got a few of those. And then also back in stock, which I have been trying for a long time, is a Mine Independent. And it says, no glory I covet, no riches I want, ambition and beauty are nothing to me. The only thing I beg of good heaven to grant is a mind independent and free. That is just an amazing chart. Then brand new by, oh, I don't know if this is brand new or not. Yes, it is. Brand new by Homespun Elegance. It's another one. Jane Austen. It's the same Jane Austen quote that I quoted earlier. There is nothing like staying at home for real comfort. And then new by Hands Across the Sea, Mary 395. This is an orphan sampler. They didn't have her full name, and 395 is her bed number. Isn't that amazing? And look at the unique things like the cow here. You got a chicken, all these motifs. It's just a stunning sampler. And another one by Hands Across the Sea is Jane Fides 1835. And look at the bright colors. It's just beautiful. So that is it for inventory, and that is it in general. I will try to have more. I keep saying this. I should just stop saying it. I try to have more floss tubes, and all of a sudden 3 weeks are gone by, and this time I think it's 4 weeks. It's terrible. So let me know if you're interested in the giveaway. Let me know if you have any information on With Thy Needle and Thread. And now I'm going to post the video for our walkthrough. You're welcome to just skip that. I apologize. My husband should have told me, Carla, you really don't look very good in the outfit you're wearing. So I am definitely in camper gear when I'm doing this walkthrough. And that we had only camped with it once, and we've learned a lot and gotten a lot more things added to it since then. But I hope you enjoy the walkthrough, and I'll try to be posting some photos and some different things from the camping trips. We've got another camping trip coming up in, I think we leave July 22nd, and we're going to Lanesboro, Minnesota, with some friends, with my brother-in-law and his wife, and we're going to ride the Root River trail. We did that with them last fall, and it is just an amazing bike trail. And Lanesboro is a really fun town to visit. So we're really looking forward to that trip. So happy stitching, everybody, and thanks for watching. Talk to you later. So a number of viewers have asked that I show you a walk around of our new camper, so I'll try to do that real quick. I'm starting on the outside because one of the issues, as most of you know, we're traveling with 2 cats. And one of the issues was where to put the litter box, and my husband did a fantastic job of finding a solution. The litter box is actually in the basement of the RV, and I'll show you where that is. So we just open up this hatch, and this used to be just a mess of wires. He's gonna maybe do a little blog or something on all the details of what he did and how he did it, but basically he organized the wires and everything else that was under here, and he added another floor, so all of that is underneath this new floor. And then we can put the litter box right here. I've got a litter genie. If you don't know what a litter genie is, it's just like a diaper genie. So I can just pull the litter box out, scoop it right into here, and when this is full or ready to be changed, I can get rid of the litter. Super easy. Super efficient. I have a central vac hookup here, so I can also clean the litter that they track really easily off of the floor here. So I absolutely love this, and the cats have been using it and it's working great. So perfect solution for us. So there's no smell in the camper itself. So let's go on inside. Okay, this is the floor plan that we decided on, and we absolutely love it. Of course, we've only camped for a couple nights so far, but we couldn't be happier so far. We opted for a large kitchen island. There are covers. It's a double sink with a very large, one of the sinks is very large and just really works well. And these are covered, so you can make this entire thing a serving area or counter space if you want. As you can see, there is tons of light. There's lights under the couch. This is a fold-out couch that goes into a full bed. It's a true couch. We have these awesome recliners that have automated, they recline, they heat, they massage. They have little lighting underneath of them. It's kind of a little bit of overkill. We've got lights up here, ton of storage. That's where I've been keeping my cross stitch, is up in here. We have more storage above the couch. All of the windows in here open except for, I'll show you the one in the kitchen. The table extends out a little bit further and has like a little extra leaf, and there are 2 more chairs for the table. Let's see. This camper also came with day shades as well as blackout night shades, and we actually really like these because they keep a lot of the heat out, with allowing us to have a little bit of light and to see out a little bit. I'll show you how that works. So this large window back here has the darkening shade and the privacy shade for night, but we also have, if we want to, pull it down and have a day shade, so we can keep some of that direct sunlight out but still have a little bit of view. So we really like that. We have a large TV, and we also have a fireplace, and the fireplace is electric and it works really well. It has a fan on it, it heats up very quickly, and it has mood lighting, so you can change it to red, blue, I don't know, purple, whatever. So that's kind of neat too. The kitchen area, we've started buying all the things we need. It's kind of list after list after list of what we have to get. I love the stovetop. It's propane. The oven I have not used yet, and from what I read and how I'm looking into that, I'm not sure that it's going to be the best oven in the world, but we'll give it a try. And then we have a full-size microwave, and the microwave is a convection oven, which I know I'm going to love. I have a microwave convection in my house, and I use it a lot for cooking. In one of the things that we did purchase that I absolutely love are these cloth bins. I'll link these below in my Amazon shop if you are interested in them. I bought some colored ones too that are fine, but they aren't near the quality. I love the handles here. They're very, very sturdy, and they work perfectly to keep things from moving while we're pulling the trailer. We have more storage up above the TV, and a ton of storage in the kitchen itself. We've got 2 big drawers, under counter storage here. We have 2 garbage bins, which I wasn't sure about, but we went camping this weekend and we used one for recycling and one for garbage, and it worked really well. Okay, we also have a coat closet or an option for washer dryer hookup, and we really like having a coat closet and a place to put the brooms and miscellaneous shoes and stuff like that. The vast majority of our trips will be 2, 3, 4 day trips, so we aren't sure we're going to need a washing machine. And we will be staying in larger RV parks when we do travel a lot, which almost always have laundry facilities. So we're just going to have to get more experience and decide whether we want a washing machine or not. We have a large pantry. That's a mess. Here's one of the bins that I bought that I really, really like. This comes out and these fold down flat, but these are just great. So All right, about the kitties. So when the kitties want to use the litter box, my husband removed the front of the second step, and the kitties just go right back in here, and they have access to that litter box area, and it has a little bed back there if they want to hang out. And we did find out this weekend when we camped that they did hang out in there quite a bit. It's kind of a safe place for them. So up the hallway, got a nice big window that opens for cross breeze here, and turn the light on here. And I'll let my husband go in, he's doing the videoing, and show you our wonderful bathroom, which we really like. This is one of the things that sold us on the RV. It's got a huge shower that's got plenty of room. Yeah, and then we have, sorry, get back in here. We have more storage back in here, very, very deep. And we just have a ton of storage in the bathroom itself. It's a little cramped, but we've got 3 cabinets overhead, 3 drawers down below, and 2 under sink cabinets. So just a bunch of storage. Then the bedroom, and this is another feature that we really appreciated on the camper. We've got a nice king size bed. It's a little bit smaller than your standard home king, but lots and lots of room. There are overhead lights, reading lights above the beds that we can turn on, and the 2 windows give a great cross breeze while you're in bed. We've got a ton of storage here. The drawers are a little bit narrow, but there's a total of 6 drawers, and then this opens up for 3 shelves for more storage. And we have a small TV in here. We haven't used that yet, but I think that'll be nice too. Then we have a huge closet, lots of hanging space. You can see the shelves here. The other feature we like is our super large closet. We have a ton of hanging space. We got some velvet hangers so things don't fall off while we're traveling. I'll also link those down below in our Amazon shop. We have all kinds of shelf space here, and the mirror closet has full-length mirror. Okay, and then we have full-length mirrors here on both sides of the closet. Then we also have backspace that allows to hang dresses or extra storage, so anything really long. And we also have a dedicated laundry basket, which I love. I want to get a laundry bag in there yet, but we use that this weekend also. So I think that's about it. We have also have air conditioning. There's 2 air conditioners, which when we're in a full hookup work great, and I think we're gonna love it. So I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. Thank you.